So, am I being timed already? I hope this, right, I kind of tried to come up with something a little bit different, because I know there's quite a lot of us, there's quite a few of us do the same sort of thing in business community, and I don't know if anybody's covered blogs, but I thought that I would sort of look at this instead today, instead of a bit sort of more about social media. So today I'm going to talk about 5 simple strategies to blogging success. Now, I don't know, because I haven't checked all of your websites, but I don't know if any of you do blogging already. If you don't, I personally think that you should. So reasons for writing a blog before I kind of go into the 5 strategies. If you have a website and you have a blog section on there, then you should be writing blogs. Blog writing is a way to update your website very easily, because for Google to rank your website higher, you should be putting fresh content on there fairly regularly, and a website is a blog is definitely a very, very easy way of doing this. So you'll be adding fresh content to your website by writing a blog. You'll also be sharing your knowledge and expertise as well. By sharing that knowledge and expertise, you're also letting people know who want to use you that you're kind of like a trusted source, that you know what you're talking about. So that basically attracts more business to you because you become a trusted source. So, number 1, choosing a blog topic. When you think about a blog topic, you've got to think about who your audience is, who is you want to read your blog, and kind of what do they want to know. So it's not like, what information you want to give. It's what do you think that they want to know. You can make the topic sort of slightly broader, and it's probably better if you do, but you still want to make it specific. So with that, you can grow and have more blogs. Is there more than one blog in this topic that you want to talk about? And in fact, you can think even broader than that. And the future could be that you've written so many blogs on a particular topic that you can actually create an ebook out of it. And then that can be on your website, and you can be downloading that and getting, more, emails from people so that you can then do more email marketing too. So when I say always think ahead, that's kind of like what I'm thinking about. Is think about the bigger picture. You're not just thinking when you're writing a blog, you're not just thinking about one blog. You're thinking about more than that. You're thinking about all the blogs that you're going to put out there. And in fact, you can think about sort of telling a story as well, which is always a good thing as well. So people can be, if you break it down, they can be waiting to see the next blog. So that's choosing a blog topic. Number 2, headline grabbing title. So when you think about the title to your blog, you always want to think about using keywords. There are some tools and apps that are available as well, which Christina and I always forget what they're called, so I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. But there's where you can type in sort of like a sentence or whatever, and into these tools and apps, and it will come up with better titles. So there's a couple out there. There's one called answerthepublic.com, and there's also one that's called also asked. it's the accent. When you think about your title, if you think we judge a book by its cover, we also judge a blog by its title. So it may be the reason why somebody might read your blog or not. But you still have to use keywords in there too, and think about what will people be searching for. I hate using the word Google because I sound so Scottish when I say it, but you've got to think about what people are Googling for when they're looking for a topic that they want to search. It's always good as well to use a visual in your blog with your title in it. So if you have a look at Green Umbrella, all of our blogs, we've got templates, and we always have the title to the blog in there too, just kind of so it jumps out the screen as well. And it, you know, because people are attracted to visuals, there's no question there at all. We're all looking at visuals these days. Right, so number 3. So you've chosen your topic, you've got your title, you've kind of written your blog now. You need to have a process to check your blog. So I say, you know, have a process, read, check, read. I mean, I kind of go through a very many, I read, I check it, I read it, I check it, I read it. I go through a very long process. I kind of read it out loud as well to think, how would people read my blog? And then I use tools, use Grammarly. Grammarly is my world when I write blogs. There is a free version of Grammarly, but I'll be honest, it's not going to pick up every grammar and spelling error that you've got in there. And it just gets really stressful because it'll say you've still got 46 errors in there. And you're like, where are they? And you try and pick them. And, you know, next thing you've got 76 errors in there. And you're like, oh my God. So I do recommend the paid version of Grammarly because it will pick up everything. And sometimes Grammarly does get things wrong as well, though. So it's not 100%, which is why you should always get somebody else to read it as well. And that's definitely what I would recommend. Also within your blog, is there a call to action? I've written here this sort of the hot tip. Never end a blog with the end of the article. Always ask a question or evoke comments and calls to action. I do think this is really, really key because you are kind of wanting, you know, you're wanting more from your blog. It's kind of like you're giving something to people, but you also want, you know, you're also trying to get something back as well. So think about that at the end. Also, if you've got within your blog, you have, you're kind of like tagging, you know, linking back to other blogs or to other articles. Remember to do that as well. And remember to always, you know, if you have a source, you need to put that in your blog too. That's kind of a legal requirement. And no plagiarism, no plagiarism. That's the thing with Grammarly, it will tell you how much you plagiarized your blog. You want it to be original content. That's, you know, that's definitely what you're aiming for. So tip number 4, once you've written your blog, you've done all the other bits, you want to share your blog now. You want to share it on social media. If you're on, you know, I'm just going to go with 3 platforms here, you know, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You want to write 3 different posts to go with that blog. You want it to, you know, to be targeted, what you would write on Twitter, what you would write on Facebook, and what you would write in LinkedIn. These will be different posts. You have to tweak them ever so slightly. You want it to be a bit more businessy on LinkedIn. Facebook can be a little, you know, a little bit less businessy. And I don't know, it depends how you're set up as your business on Twitter. But I'm kind of sort of probably personally go a little bit more LinkedIn-like on Twitter as well. But you want 3 different types of posts to go with your blog and a visual to go with it. If you have email marketing, which I'm hoping that you all do, you also want to send your blog out on your email marketing. That can be done through an RS feed, or it can be done as part of, you know, a campaign that you've already got out there. Once you've got your blog is actually on your website as well. Because of Google, and Google needs to recognize that that blog has actually come from your website. You need to wait 5 to 7 days before you publish that on your personal LinkedIn profile as an article. You'll see that you can do an article on LinkedIn, but you need to leave it. You can share it all on your social media as soon as you've uploaded it onto your website, but you need to leave at least a week before you publish it as a LinkedIn article. And I don't know if any of you use a tool called Medium. I'm addicted to it, totally addicted. It's a blog platform. It's absolutely brilliant, and I can put the link in later if anybody doesn't know Medium. It's a minefield of blog information. I love it. So it's a really good place to upload your blog in there as well. If your blog is not time sensitive, you can schedule that blog for the future as well. And you want it to go out, you know, again, maybe in a month's time. Obviously, you don't want to put the same blog out every week, but you can share it for the future. So think about that too. Number 5 keep it consistent. Let's not be a one blog wonder. No, but so you want to plan in advance. Christina tasked me with like things like writing, you know, webinar titles, blog titles. I do that sort of, I write like 20 of these in a go, which is really difficult. So I would try maybe to do like create 6 to 8 blog titles in advance, look at doing 2 blogs a month, and keep it sort of round about, I mean, we sort of look at 500 to 800 words in our blogs, but, you know, if you're just starting out, just, you know, 500 words is a good start. Also consider guest blogging. We're all in a business community here. We could all be guest blogging for each other. Something that Christina's asked me to mention today is that we're desperately looking for guest bloggers at Green Umbrella. So if anybody's interested in guest blogging for us, please do get in touch with me at the end of this as well. But yeah, I think we should all be sharing our information for each other. So yeah, consider guest blogging for others in the business community too. I'd love to guest blog for, you know, for somebody on here. So if anybody wants me to guest blog, I'm happy to do that too. And yeah, and that's it. That's everything. I hate this photo. So yeah, I'm done.